Hello, welcome to the Emotional Support Music Podcast. I'm your host with the most emotional baggage, Sam, and today we have
I'm Cam.
Cam from
Snow Dog Collective.
Absolutely, but Cam, you used to go under a different name.
I did.
What was that all about? Tell me all about that.
The infamous cave.
Why is it infamous?
Infamous because, you know what's really funny? Yesterday, I was running errands, and the cave was 2 blocks from my house.
Oh.
And I haven't been to the cave in a long time, obviously, because he doesn't live there anymore. So I drove past it. The whole house is remodeled.
Oh man,
Yeah.
did they change the
I gotta show
basement
you.
too?
I gotta show you a picture of this.
You could show me, and then you could put it on the camera.
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's actually someone's house, so I don't know.
I don't care. I'll dox him.
Doc.
Docs. I gotta see if I can find it. Yeah. So I was walking past it, and it's like completely different.
Oh wow! It actually looks like a place.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it just looks like a house.
It just looks like a house now.
It actually looks like a house.
You know, just thinking about this picture, I'm like, oh man, they've definitely seen the basement.
Absolutely.
The amount of phallic images that have been Sharpied on that wall, and some poor soul was doing construction in that basement, looking at the
dear
drywall
God.
and going, what psychopath lived here?
Who lived here? There's like scribblings. It looks like absolutely psychotic, psychosis driven.
I love
But
it.
for the viewers at home that don't know what the cave was, can you explain the chaos that was the cave? But the beautiful chaos
The
that
beautiful
was the cave.
chaos. 3 years ago,
It's been that long.
it's been 3 years, yeah. 3 years ago, Joey, friend of mine,
Friend of the podcast.
friend of the podcast, accidentally started a basement show, which was really just him having shows in his basement for like some friends that he knew who were in bands, not expecting it to be a thing whatsoever. Like
No
there
one
were
does,
they
but
were
the second
only
you
like
give a place to a band, they own it now.
exactly.
Like
There
a
were
cat.
only like 20 people on like the first 2 or 3 shows. And I showed up on the third show. He used to have it once a month. And the third show, I come and there's like 11 bands. Not
That's a lot.
exaggerating. Yeah.
It's a lot.
And they're all cramming into this basement. No regimen, no schedule, no nothing. It's just kind of Joey's upstairs being like, yeah, here's this
He's not
stage.
even watching over his house.
He's watching over his house. He's not watching what's going on in the basement. This is pre-rules.
Pre-rules.
There were
There
no
had
rules
to be
because
rules.
there wasn't. It wasn't like a thing. There were no house shows.
I think I was
on Long
there when there were
Island.
no rules. We had a guy in
When
a
did you
Minion.
go?
I know there was a guy in a Minion costume like every time I went.
Do you know who that was?
I don't.
That's Brian from Ringside Tonic.
Oh, really? That's
Yeah.
so funny.
Yeah.
I never knew who it was. It was sweaty. So for context, by the time I got there, it was riddled with like, I would say like graffiti. There were holes in the wall. Some guy named Kyle must have punched some with a white monster in his hand.
Oh, there were casualties.
It was crazy, but it was art. But like it was one of those things where it was like a mosaic of like, what was that place that was like really CBGB's?
CBGB's.
It was like this.
It looked like someone who was in a mental institution lived there and was just stuck forever and is like, I need to carve everything into the walls.
Anyone with a marker was allowed to just write whatever, which is kind of like crazy. How did they get permission to?
They didn't. It was
No
literally
permission.
just
That's
people.
insane.
People just brought Sharpies. So I think what happened was originally there was just like a bunch of drywall that Joey put up, and I don't know if this is true or not, but I think he was the first person that was like writing. He wrote like the cave on the wall, and there was like just minimal Sharpie action, and then people just started bringing their own markers because it started to be widespread on Instagram. So people would just draw whatever, and there were no lights down there. We had to build. Well, I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. There were lights down there. We had to take them out because someone bashed their head on one of the long
I'm not surprised by any
luminescent
of it.
bulbs.
I'm not
Thankfully, he
surprised.
didn't bash. He bashed the light that he did because if he bashed the other light, it was a mercury bulb.
Oh Jesus!
We'd probably all be suffering a terrible case of deadness.
It was suffering a case of deadness. It feels like an insurance claim nightmare.
Oh, it was. It was totally illegal we
It
were
was
doing.
completely illegal, but on top of that, going back to the guy in the Minion costume, the amount you walked outside, it was nice, it was breezy, it was cool. People were smoking cigarettes. It was like a dope little like alternative space. You walked downstairs, and it was like,
Chaos.
by the way, I was paying to go down there, and it was fucking moist.
Oh,
It was
like
hot.
It was wet. It was like because from all the moisture of people, because there was no, there were windows, but there was one entrance and exit,
One entrance, one
and,
exit.
it was so unsafe.
Everyone
In
had their
retrospect-
merch in like the pathway in between to get there. It was
Yeah,
hilarious. It was hilarious.
we did not plan that at all because like in the beginning, again, it was just friends doing it.
No, but the theory is that I've been figuring out is like stuff like that is like that's what becomes iconic is like because it wasn't overthought.
It was so like integral for a lot of the friendships that I made in the scene because again, I didn't start it. I sort of entered. I came at that third show and I was like, your PA system sucks. I have a
Because you're like a sound engineer.
yeah, accidentally that. But I was like, I have speakers, I have a mixer, and I need an excuse to use them. Can I use them? And he's like, sure. Also, me and Joey, when I met him, I was like, I got to figure out whose house this is because it's 2 blocks from my house. I didn't know it was Joey's house yet. And then I met him and I was like, oh, we went to high school together.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was like the weirdest thing. And so, you know, going to these shows, and I was like, you want to use my PA system? He's like, sure. And we did that. We used to rap. The whole place was run on 3 different extension cables, and they were duct taped to the wall. It was so bad. It was so...
No, it's like the badness and the scrappiness is the coolness. Because honestly, in this day and age of like literally like AI, literally everything being squeaky clean, it honestly,
You need those jagged
you
edges.
need that because you don't have that anymore. It made me feel like I was in like the early 90s kind of, you know what I mean? Like that was one of the, and there's few places, in fact, I don't even know if there are any places that I can really think of, at least on Long Island,
Not on Long Island.
where it's like that, and it's beautiful to have this scrappy kind of place because... You know, eventually, obviously, the rules didn't even like ruin it though. It was just like, hey,
No.
please don't fucking destroy my house.
No, it was literally like the rules needed to be set in place where we're doing... I could go through the whole history. I have like this weird like obsession with
I
like,
love the chronology. No,
exactly.
this is for you to talk about it all.
So I enter me. I think that summer there was like one show and it was my old band, which was a okay band. And then I started helping out, doing sound more, helping with the booking and stuff. And then later that year, this is 2023, I guess. So this was 3 years ago. The end of that year, in the fall, there was this one show that we did where we moved the stage. So it was long ways now, which I liked better, but
Everyone hated it.
everyone hated
Because you
it.
changed something that I love.
Exactly, but I understand why people didn't like it. So that was the show. It was in September. No, I'm sorry. It was in November. And I'll never forget it. It was such an amazing show. It had Feels Good and Ring Pop. Ring Pop ended up playing Warped Tour, which is really cool.
Yeah. So
Pseudo Bliss, Naughty Boys, I think, were on it. The Skags were supposed to play, and they couldn't because during Ring Pop's set, that light bulb, we call it light bulb gate.
light bulb gate.
It literally just bashed it. And then we were like, okay, we need to stop for like a month. And then we need to establish rules and
Yeah,
like
that's
regulations.
Were you making money? Because I know you guys would pay for people to
No.
come in. You weren't making money.
Not yet. So
yet.
we,
It was all free shows.
yeah. So after that happened, we had the K-versary, which was the 1 year anniversary. We did that
Oh,
in
that's super
January.
cool. It was a year, and you still didn't have rules or.
It was a
made any
year.
money.
That was the first one that we had rules. Because again, it was like we didn't expect it to
Those
be
were fun.
huge. Yeah, and they were free shows. That was really it. We didn't care about
By the
making
time
money.
I came in, I had to have a wristband, I think, or an X on my.
The next show we had, well, I remember we were doing wristbands because people were like smuggling booze into the place, which in the beginning, when it's a party, it's fine because we know everybody. But when a bunch of, kids are doing it, we started being like, oh, wow, this place is a responsibility.
What was the demographic of people typically that were like coming in?
Everyone. Like, so everybody was usually
We had
like,
3-year-olds running around.
oh my God. So it was pretty much, I want to say the demographic, the youngest people would be like in high school, definitely. Like, and
You don't want to baby them either, too.
Yeah,
you want
but-
to let them do their thing.
so they couldn't go anywhere else. When I was in high school, I
That's
couldn't
another thing.
go anywhere. So that was why I kind of was a big fan of the whole all ages thing. I do that with every single show that I can possibly do. Usually
Some band members are just under 18 too.
There's bands in the
or 21,
scene that
so
are-
they can't go play a bar.
there's bands in the scene that are underage, and people are so strict about that. And it was irritating to me because punk ethos and
Exactly.
philosophy
That's why I said CBGB's good.
is all
DIY.
accepting of everyone. DIY.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's
So-
what I thought was so cool.
So that was what we were doing. Actually, the charging the show was because there was a band who was on tour and they made the flyer and didn't tell us that they put $10 on the flyer. So we were like, well, this may as well happen. So we
Well, the last show I remember seeing was Moose Creek Park, and then
which time?
probably either the one before the cops got called that day. Cops got called that day.
Did No Coincidence play that show?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cigarette flyer?
yeah,
I made that.
yeah. That's awesome.
That was my first good flyer. And it wasn't that great.
It,
But
it was so good, but it
everyone
still
was like,
wasn't
wow,
great.
this is such a cool flyer. I'm like, thanks. I made this in Canva with a
Canva,
stylus.
dude. I was about to be like, yo, bro, use Canva.
Yo, I make all my flyers in Canva.
Canva's dope.
I mean, it's free.
It's really not hard, dude. And every AI post looks the same. Like, will you? Okay, so actually, this is an interesting question that just came to my head. If you're putting together a show and maybe you're booking it, or maybe you're doing sound, or you're just associated on like a higher level of it, and you see that the poster that they created is AI, and they're like, "Hey, what do you think of this poster before I post it?" What do you say to them?
So usually I make the posters.
Okay, good.
Almost for that reason.
Okay, good.
Exclusively. I saw yesterday in the past couple days that people are really cracking down on like the whole AI bullshit.
No one's going to your show.
Well, first off, if your flyer sucks, here's
It's
the
not gonna
thing,
come,
and
yeah.
I need to PSA this right now. If your flyer sucks, I don't care. Well, I do care if it's AI or not, but like even if it sucks and you made it, chances are people aren't gonna go anyway. Just get it. There's so many artists. And they're all good. And there's even artists who will do it for free.
Make sure things are symmetrical, and like have a band picture, and get everyone's logos.
And spell people's names right.
And spell people's names right, and also put the fucking address if you can, if or at least say DM
Put the
for
address, put the time, put the price, put the place, all of it. Like stupid, credit the people who are booking it. Like it's common sense things that people don't really think about.
It's
but,
like low level graphic art too.
yeah, I mean, and you can make low level graphic art look good. You can.
You can.
You know how I started making flyers because I was tired of having to scramble trying to get
And
a
trying to
flyer,
find
and
an
people are
artist.
like, "Oh, it'll be ready next week." I'm like, "Well, cool. The show's tomorrow." So
Yeah.
and so what I did
I've
was
always-
I figured out. When I lived at my fiance's family's house, they had a printer. So I literally would just go in like a Word document or Canva or something like that, and I would just print out the words, and I would glue them like old school, and then I would put it in the copy machine.
Oh, wow.
And then I would take a picture of the thing in the copy machine. I would scan it, and I would put like a bunch of props and stuff like that.
DIYing the DIY.
Absolutely, and I would
DIY time. DIY. What was that movie Inception? It's
DIY
like
squared.
DIYception. It's just
DIY
like,
session, and I would literally just like post those because I'm way too lazy to just get. I'll commission people if I'm like, dude, I need this to look amazing because I'm not.
because
very
it
good
may
at
be a
it.
bigger artist.
Yeah, it's also like if you want something done right, do it yourself. Yeah. So
I've learned that though.
that's
harder
how
way.
I kind of got into booking, was because I was kind of sick of people doing things a certain way, and it was different than the way that I would do it. And I'm like, I could do this better. Like I could do, people were never on time. People were the weirdest bands were opening and the weirdest bands were closing. People would have some headliners be closing, and I thought that was silly because they're coming from out of state and everybody's already gone by the time they're seeing it. Like things like that,
Put them in.
Yeah.
Put them in like towards
People
the end.
weren't paying the touring bands, which is like don't do that. Pay your touring bands.
Give them like at least $50 to $100 like guaranteed.
What you can,
What
what
you
you're able to.
can.
You know how many times I've had to like pay out of pocket for some people.
Yeah, that's great. Well, that's dedication too.
Well, you have to. Like
not
the
fair.
good news is I haven't really had to do that this year because this year actually, I will say, all the shows have been doing pretty good.
All the shows have been doing pretty good.
All the shows have been doing actually fantastic, which is really awesome. We had a show earlier this year. The first show we did this year was with Few Faces.
Yeah.
It was Few Faces like first show in 2 or 3 years or something like that. Who I've known those guys for a hot minute. So I was like, yeah, let's put this show together. And there was like a grillion people there.
A grillion, an absolute grillion.
Oh my God, there was so many people, and the lineup was Off Guard played,
oh, yeah.
No Coincidence.
Unfortunately, Off Guard's no longer a
I
band.
know.
But that's
Damn it!
damn it, they were so good. But you know what? That they're kind of in like the same kind of place for Vicious Summers. So we're just gonna like. We just have more real estate, free real estate here.
free
They're
real
great.
estate.
They're very nice guys.
Oh,
I
they're
I
so
hope they
kind.
continue to
Yeah.
do
Absolutely.
what they do because they had something magical. I don't know why they broke up, but they were so great.
I play with, I don't know either. Like I played with them. I was lucky enough to do that. One of the first
I've seen them a few
Human
times.
Fade shows. Yeah, I've seen them a few times too. They were great.
They just dropped off and they're like, bye. I was like, what the hell, man?
I got a question for you.
Yeah, go for it.
Who are some of your favorite local bands?
My favorite local bands. I
Rattle them
love,
off.
Okay, so I really love Dog Dilemma. We had them on. I fell in love with them because I was doing like heavy research on their EP and just really getting into the grits of it.
Mike filled in for us at Snow Dog Fest. I love Mike.
So good.
Stevie's awesome.
Mike
All
is
of them.
great. Stevie's great. Putting me on the spot here. There's so many awesome bands. Alex, help me out.
Alex, who you got?
Jam Poetry.
Jam Poetry.
Jam Poetry is really tight.
I
You
love
can
Jam
talk about.
Poetry.
You want to
Yeah,
talk
please.
about.
Please
You're
swap
good?
out. Swap out.
Swap
Come on, Alex. Let's hear this.
Oh man, I got too fucking many, dude. Obviously, Jam Poetry, the fucking homies, dude.
Love
Absolutely
Jam
love
Poetry.
them. Inner Love.
Inner Love.
Come on. I
Love
think that was
Inner
actually
Love.
one of the first times I ever saw you at a show. Because I'm like, who's
Yeah.
this dude being hoisted up?
Oh, dude, I was the Inner Love numero uno fan for some time, and I still think I am because I bought that was like the first local band. I was like, I love this band, and I was like, I'm gonna buy every shirt. I'm gonna to a point. John actually, or John or PJ once came up to me and they're like, "You have all these shirts. Leave." It's like go just
Yo.
enjoy the show or something like that.
I look-y did the same thing with the sweatshirt. I still have it. It's like the champion sweatshirt.
Yeah, I love the
Yeah.
one. I love how they have like the simplistic, like the circles and stuff. I love that so much. Yes, they're great.
People kept asking me, like, does that look like the Audi symbol? It's like constantly.
Looks like the Olympics.
Yeah, the
no.
Olympics. Oh god, what other bands can I think of? Well, Moose.
Moose.
Moose is
God's
great.
here. Absolutely.
I had spent some time with them at Sound Acres like
Yes.
a while ago.
Things Left Unsaid.
Yeah,
Big
the
fan.
homies.
Big fan of Things Left Unsaid. I can rattle it off. I just gotta have, like I said, no
Figure
coincidence. Figure Eight.
Oh, they're so
love
good.
Figure
Yeah.
Eight.
They're so
Their music's tight. I need to. Figure Eight. You watching this? Get on a bill. Get on a Snow Dog bill. Hit me up. Let's go.
I think Joe is doing a lot of stuff with oh, I forgot his name. Ryan, that's his
Yeah,
name,
yeah.
Ryan. Yeah.
Oh,
so-
from
from
yeah.
Inner Love.
Yeah.
Yeah. Joe, John. Is there another J name in there? I don't think so.
Dan.
That's not a J name, but it's good.
No, Dan from Inner Love.
Dan from Inner Love.
Yeah. Oh, are you talking about it?
I was saying if there's any other J names in it.
No.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I do have one question for you.
Go on, please.
How many LI bands do you have deep lore with? Like
Deep?
which bands are your like day one homies?
Day one homies? Oh my God. So I'm gonna say day one homies, definitely gonna throw No Coincidence in there. So I used to play in a band called Hope You Like Roses. And I played drums in that band. And the first shows ever that we played, when no one else would book us, was it was us, No Coincidence, and Pseudo Bliss was also in that mix. So they're probably like the day oneest of day one homies. Yeah, we used to play. It was like all Board Friends gigs, and it was before it was even called Board Friends. It was just Lena just booking. Anyway, it was so green to us, and we were all just like trying to figure it out all together. So they were definitely day one homies. For the Cave, I think it would be Things Left Unsaid is definitely day ones. The Skags are day ones for sure. Oh my God. I played my first gig ever with Beach Shop.
Yeah, Beach Shop.
My first gig ever, I played with just like this shitty Squire guitar through a Boss amp under a name that will remain nameless. But Beach Shop was on the bill.
Right.
And they were probably the first band I was like, whoa. They're gay.
Also, like you mentioned, like you wanted to make shows, like, you know, doing it yourself and all that because you were tired of how people were booking. And it's like, what's like your philosophy into booking and like why are you doing it? Like, why make it even happen at all?
I don't know. No, I'm doing it because
You're doing it for the love of the game.
I'm doing it for the love of the game. Honestly, I love it. I love the DIY so much. I love these shows. They're the most fun I've ever had ever. And like I was saying before, like I'm a huge believer in if you want something done right, do it
I
yourself.
love that, man. Yeah.
And like I said before, it was like there were just shows happening and I was like, I could do this better. So I just spoke to anyone that I could and was like, I'm trying to book shows.
Yeah, man.
If you're around, love to.
No, I seriously appreciate like everything. I've told you this before too,
Yeah.
and like in passing, it's just like I appreciate like everything you do for it because you put a lot of work into it. And sometimes
Thank
it's
you.
just you, and it's like
Thank
even
you.
when there's a show and there's like not too many people around,
Yeah.
it's still you there doing it. There are a lot of repeat bands that come back.
Mm-hmm.
How do you balance getting like the repeat people coming in, but also bringing in new people?
You have to like know the audience a little bit. Every show that I book, I try and have this mentality of I would want to go see this show. So we had a show recently. It was NoCo and Jam Poetry. Human Fade was on the bill. And there was this band Sunglint. And they were like freshmen in high school or something like
That's
that.
crazy. Hell
I don't
yeah,
know.
man.
All their parents were there.
Yeah.
And I was like, the things that attracted me to that band was first was their name. I thought their name was cool. And then I saw like in their bio, they had like the grunge gaze stuff. And I'm like, well, that's definitely fits on this bill. I liked the live performances that I saw on Instagram and their stories and stuff. I don't even know if they released their song yet.
So there's like a little research
So
involved.
It
like,
was just like a
gotta
little
get the
bit of
vibe.
me just trying to like feel it out. And then I
Okay.
kind of do this. A lot of my friends who are more associated with the Snow Dog shows know I do this. I do kind of like a little bit of a test run with people. So I'm like, okay, let's see. If we're doing this show, are you down to do it? And they're like, hell yeah, let's do it. I'm like, okay, great. So they come in and they're very new to the scene. So they're also still trying to figure out how to do things, show etiquette, et cetera, et cetera. They're always very quiet. They're always very, doing the thing.
Oh,
And they were
did-
very nice.
Do any of them have like a deer in headlights moment? They're like, oh shit, what are we doing? What do we do? What do we do here?
Until they hit the stage. And then
Wow,
and
okay.
then they're just themselves. Every single band, and not just Sunglint, every band does this. Until they hit the stage, they like have no idea what to do, so they kind of just stand still. And I'm kind of like, excuse me, I need to like get cables where I need to put them. But then they hit the stage, and it's like the lights go on, and immediately they're just themselves, and they're rock. And dude, they were so good.
Sunglint.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
Sunglint. They were there's like this new. I was so nervous post Cave because with the Cave there were so many new bands coming out. It just felt like there was just a rapid increase in new music and brand new faces and stuff. And we were just so blessed with a bunch of new shit and not hearing the same shit over and over and over again that we had been in like the 2010s, especially the late 2010s. COVID happened, all that. So I was really worried because I was like, we had all this amazing music and now it's all kind of, going back to what it was. Now we're just craving something new. The new thing now is there's these kids and they're just making a band and and there's like 2,000 of them.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
they're gonna go put on their show. They do that off the rails thing that you guys just did.
Yeah.
How many of those kids were like? You look at them and they're like, "You're 12."
Most of them, were like high school. Like, you look like a freshie. You look squishy, you know? What I'm
Like
saying?
I already feel like I'm 24. I'm gonna be 25 in a
Where
couple
is your
weeks,
parent?
and I'm like I need an adult, and I'm like I feel like so out of place and out of my element. But
Seems like Hot Topic kids.
Hot Topic kids.
yeah,
Absolutely.
and I'm like
They all look like they shop at Hot Topic.
they all look like they're just like entering, and I love it.
Do you feel like can you pinpoint any bands that helped not only like Snow Dogg get on the rise, but also help, like, I guess, music or emo music in general, like, get on the rise here in Long Island?
I really think that a lot of the bands we named are up there. Like, if I go back to like a few of the shows that Snow Dogg was trying to do, when I was trying to like move on to the next chapter from
Bro's never seen a band before.
whoa, it's my biggest fan.
You know what's crazy? It's rechargeable, so you can just turn it on. It has a battery in it.
How do I turn this on?
There's like a little button on the back of it. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you like
I know. Yeah, it gets a little steamy down here.
fan ASMR?
Sure, go for it. It's not gonna get in the mic. You're good.
Well, I did my best. I'm gonna turn that off though. Oh, it just
Yeah, there's like
increased.
3 modes. There's like 3 modes.
Oh wow, it's like my first day using a fan.
Bro
Bro.
discovered fire. It shouldn't get into the mic, man. And even if it does,
No, it doesn't.
No, it's
but I have
fine.
to deal with that anyways.
Feels real good.
It actually, for the other one, it didn't really get in. But you let me know when you want to come back into, by the way.
Hey, what was the question?
I was just wondering about like, which bands in general you think helped like really help Snow Dogg as in general like have
Oh,
your
man,
place, establish like we are here.
There's so many, and I'm gonna feel bad if I can't name any of them. But a lot of the bands that were playing the Cave regularly also ended up being a part of that whole Snow Dogg family, and it's really every band that like I'm friends with and I book and do that. I'm also a fan of them, So I love TLU. I love Things Left Unsaid. I love, like you said, Inner Love. I love No Coincidence, like I said. I love Jam Poetry and Beach Shop. I love Subfuse and Greenhaven. I love Bad Guys is a really good
I've
band.
not heard of them.
Dude, bro. Bad Guys, Guise, phenomenal band. I love them. I love Arms Reach is a phenomenal band.
Yeah, I keep getting them mixed up with Arm's Length.
Yeah,
Oh.
Mary Knott's amazing. Cannon Fodder's amazing. Ringside Tonic is amazing. Like, genuinely being a fan of all those bands, and then ending up becoming friends with them, and having shows with them on my bill. It's like crazy. It's like your heroes becoming your peers.
That's crazy. So like, was this how the Cave became Snow Dogg? Is this kind of how like you had a family established and then you brought that family
The
over?
Cave was dissipating,
Right.
So we knew we needed to get out of the basement. So we
Gotcha.
started booking elsewhere. We started booking with Sweet 208, and then we started booking with, I don't know, Golden Hour. Started booking at places like Shakers and the VFW and wherever we could. Sand City, Rice Brewing, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Anywhere that could have a makeshift stage and is okay with us and a bunch of delinquents just running around throwing themselves into each other. Which most people are, because the cool thing about these shows is people tend to be rather respectful as opposed to the usual crowd that they see, where people are either just standing still and doing nothing or not being respectful at all.
So is there not like a set place yet for Snow Dogg? Like you don't have like a set, like other than like
no,
for
and I kind of I've been on the fence with having it be at like a set place like the Cave because it makes things a little more interesting. I think some shows will do better at the VFW, and I think some shows will do better at Shakers, and I think some shows will do better at Wrights, and I think some shows will do better in a backyard at Chris Plug's house.
Is this such fucking we ball vibes?
Dude, it's such fucking we ball vibes. Like
I love it.
everything is so spontaneous, and I'm a very spontaneous person, so I'm just like, all right, cool. I think that'll go here, 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 and here, and I want these bands on the bill. And even in my head, I'm like, how did I just do that?
Well, that's another thing. Like, you do this a lot by yourself all the time. Like, do you usually recruit other people to help you with, or is like literally just you?
So I have friends that help out. Obviously, you need somebody to do the door. Sound is kind of like my thing, so it kind of helps that I don't have to pay for a sound guy. I will if I have to. Yeah. But it helps when you have the gear, and it helps that you have the experience with doing sound. So that's an expense gone. Door guy, I mean, Mikey is someone who has helped out with a whole lot of shows. You know, Mikey?
Glasses is a
Nope.
no.
Pickle Pete.
Oh yeah. I've had a lot of great.
He's gonna hate me for saying that. Yeah, but Mikey, Brian from Ringside helps out with a lot of shows. There's this dude Jerry who's been in the scene probably since Y2K. He helps out a lot. Chris Plugs helps out with a lot of shows.
Oh, that's awesome.
I have like this little, mesh, this circle of people, and then if ever I'm in like a fix, I'll just do like a call out. I'm like, hey, can you run doors? I've had Nick and Humid Fade run doors. I've had someone run sound. I'm like, sometimes I'm in a massive pinch and I'm like, hey, who has a PA? Who has a PA and microphones and can run sound?
Oh man,
I'm
yeah.
like, I'll give you some money.
I'll give you some money.
Give you some money, please, please, please.
So what do you want to make your mark on? I mean, well, I didn't read this question right. I'm like trying to read it like,
Sam, you're in the shadows. How does it feel to have Alex take over your show?
We're just kind
I'm
of,
very okay with it.
like I said, fuck it, we ball vibes.
I have no ego.
It's both of your show.
It's
You both do.
I've been dying for this actually,
Yeah.
so
Yes.
I'm okay with it.
Nice.
I think I'm speaking loud enough so that the mic can hear me. I've been
What?
dying for him.
What?
What am I selling?
Tone it down. Tone it down.
No, I love this. I want
It
want
is-
Alex to get his spot, and I know that he's very passionate about Snow Dog, and I think that and as am I. So I think that this is a fantastic segue to have the first Alex special show.
You have quality headgear, my friend.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
Nixon 5, baby.
Nixon
Absolutely.
5, baby.
Got to.
2026 champions.
2026
Yeah.
champions.
I mean, like, I'm like the same way. Like, I love going to live shows. I mean, I can't go to as many as I used to before because I'm like, working full time now.
Yeah.
But like, just seeing you in the front lines, just being like, man, I want to be doing that too. But
I used to
can't.
go to every show.
Yeah, I
People
wish.
still think I go to every show. I'm like, I don't, but I used to. I was like, I need to go to every single one, and I try to make as many as I can. But I also am the person that I don't like standing still. I think a lot of people notice that, which is good because that means that what I'm doing is working. Because you want to book the shows that you would want to see, but you also want to provide the energy that if you were on that stage, you would hope that people do that. And I try and carry that out a little bit as much as I humanly can. So I'll be throwing down by myself for 30 minutes a set. I don't care because I'm into it, man. Like if I'm really into it, I'm not standing still.
Well, okay. So then what are good ways of people to help the process and help the vision? Like, I know you get a lot of people coming in and you have people, but it kind of sounds like you don't have like set people like, hey, we're in a group chat, we're all a team, let's make this happen. Like, how are ways, like, do you want to have a team like that? Or what are ways that like people in the scene can help you make it happen?
Yeah. So, I mean, I run Snow Dog pretty much solo because it's one of those like, okay, cool. So I can like have a little, it adheres my control freak kind of mentality that my anxiety has absolutely created. So it's nice to have like a little bit of say in those kind of things. But I should not be the only person booking shows.
Yes.
I should not. I shouldn't. So if people want to help, they need to start their own booking companies. They need
the sign
to
up.
book their own shows. They need to do it yourself. They need to do that. That's what they need to do. They need to put on the shows that they want to see. They need to do that. They put their name out there. Talk to the people that are running the venue. Talk to the people that are the sound guy. Talk to the people that booked the show and be like, how can I do this? And then usually you'll get contacts and numbers and you'll figure it out yourself. Because this doesn't come with an instruction manual. We're all still figuring it out. We're all still learning how to do it. There's no rule book or guide or cheat sheet or anything. You're going to fuck up.
That's the fun part.
But that's the fun
Mess
part.
up.
You gotta
Do some
learn
shit.
from your mistake.
Yeah.
And I make a lot of mistakes, you know.
We all
and
do.
then I'm
It's all
like,
good.
well, I won't do that next time. And that's how you learn.
That's the best way to do it, man. Like, what do you want Snow Dogg to, like, what's the mark that you want Snow Dogg to leave on the scene? Is it like an ever evolving thing, or like what do you want to leave?
It's not one of those things that I'm like, I want this to change the world. It's more like I love what I do, you know, and I love being able to have an outlet for musicians to play. Yeah. I enjoy the DIY scene and I enjoy live music, so if I could help grow that in any way, whatever way I can, whether it's putting on another show or promoting other shows, et cetera, I can and I will. I'm not looking to change the game. I'm just looking to plant my seed and hope
Pause.
it grow. Pause.
Pause, yo. You do it for the love of the game. He's doing it for the love of the game. We're gonna leave
I'm
the
looking to
seed
give
thing.
the scene my seed.
Nope. Yeah, yo, boss.
I'm
hold
looking
up.
to bust all over this scene.
Okay, whoa, wait.
Chill.
All right, segue.
Yeah.
Thoughts on pay to play?
Okay. Fuck it. You know, but we've all done it. We haven't all booked it. We've all played pay to play. All of us. And the reason we did that is because we have nowhere else to go. So it is a learning experience, but it sucks dick. It sucks so bad. Like, it's
Fully agree with you.
It's
Fully.
so unfortunate. The premise and the idea of it, this is like a controversial take, but it's like the idea behind it is a good idea. Like, oh yeah, here's tickets. This will inspire you to get more shows. I understand that. But that makes more sense if you're, I don't know, insert big band here. If you're Hot Mulligan. That makes sense because Hot Mulligan should be expected to sell a shitload of tickets because they're famous. But Lil Joe's band, no one has ever heard of before, so he needs to get 20 of his family members just to break even.
Yeah.
And then go around his high school and pray to God that he could get people to.
It's predatory. It's super predatory.
It's manipulative
Yeah.
and it's irritating and it's.
Because like the booker and whoever will get paid no matter what.
No matter what, they
but
will
the band
get
shit.
paid because they're like, oh my God. Because honestly, they're like, oh well, you didn't sell enough tickets. You owe me whatever you owe me. I'm like, I didn't sign a contract.
Yeah.
I'm like, I didn't sign a contract.
fuck you, I won't
You're
keep that,
actually
man.
being shady, so kick rocks.
I
Yeah.
signed an Instagram DM. Like,
Yeah. That's not a legally binding contract.
It's so like so medieval. It's so like ridiculous and pointless. I hate it. You know, I mean, I don't really think that there's people out there that like it. But, you know, like I can only speak for myself really, but I think anybody who runs a DIY booking company, if you will say, we're not doing it for the money. If we were doing it for the money, if you're in the music industry, the DIY music industry, and you're doing it for the money, you're a fool because you're not going to make any.
You ain't make shit.
Whether you're in a band, whether you're doing music, you're going to be lucky if you make it. But even when you make it, you're still going to be sleeping in your van. You know, all of us are doing it, like you said before, for the love of the game. We're all doing it because we want to grow the scene. If I was, you know, it's nice when we make money.
Yeah.
it's nice, and I try to pay out people as much as I can, but I also have to pay for a venue, and sometimes I have to pay for a sound guy, I have to pay for the door guy, I have to pay the touring band, I have to do that, you know?
Well, at least I wish in the future if like maybe some more bookers came together and it's like, okay, if you made it kind of like a pay to play thing, but it's like it helps like the guarantee for the bands coming in. It's like, okay,
Yeah, I
everyone
mean,
coming
like,
in. Or if that does that already kind of happen?
It's-
okay, fair enough.
It's like, it's, you know, I think when you're booking, your job is to be a provider for things that people don't have access to.
Yeah.
A venue,
Yep.
a PA, a this, a that. You are responsible for this, and you are the gateway for this person's creativity to be exposed to the world. So there's responsibility in that, and you have to take that responsibility. You know, I learned early on that, you know, there was a point where I tried to make money because it was a lot of work, and I almost regret that because I learned very quickly it's not about the money. Because if it was, then you'll be stuck doing pay-to-play shows at AMH, and you'll get the people, but really you'll lose your soul in the process. It's unfortunate.
I can't tell you how many disgruntled like sound people or bookers I've seen, and I'm just like, why are you even doing this if you don't love it?
And they'll book anyone.
Yeah,
And which is great, but
shit shows.
But like they're not great. They're so all over the place. It's like we're gonna get a rapper, and we're gonna get a DJ, and then we're gonna get one dude with an acoustic guitar, and then we're gonna get a heavy metal band, all in the same bill. That doesn't make
no
sense.
No sense. I hate that.
Yeah.
Oh, also, I hate it when. Okay, this might be a big take.
Go.
Not a huge. I'm not gonna say I hate it. That's a big strong word.
You immensely dislike with a passion.
Immensely dislike like when there's like 6 bands on a bill. In, like,
Okay.
one night.
Good take.
If like
Good
we're
take.
starting at 6 and we leave by like dog,
Yeah.
like max 4.
I've
Unless it's a festival.
I've recently been trying to like properly execute and scientifically like, okay, how can I make this bill so that all the old people stick around for like a while? All the people who are like
no.
approaching 30, 40, 50, you know, we're not young bucks no more. So you want to have like a certain number of people. Try not to exceed 5 people. Try not to exceed 5 bands. Even that sometimes is a lot. I can't help myself and make it 5 people because I want so many good bands on a bill. I do need to
course.
stop that. Clock your timing. Make sure that that's like executed properly, because for a long time people just don't give a shit about the timing. And it's like, oh, you're actually over, so you can only
Yep.
play 1 song instead of 2 songs.
Yep.
Well, that wouldn't have happened if you just told them to play at 6 o'clock like they were supposed to.
Like just go, just make it happen.
Put on your bill the time should be an hour before the first band goes on, because people are not going to show up on time, and they're also not going to show up a half hour later. So the first band is screwed, and then the second band, there's still people just walking in. They're like, "Oh man, I missed the first band."
Yeah, I'm guilty of that. When the bill says it's starting at like 7, I'm there at like 8 sometimes.
Or here's another one. You could put the door time, and you could put music starts. I see a lot of people do that too. I think that's cool.
What about when if the show's running late, like you have to push back the first band and then everything gets pushed
Yeah,
back?
it's so frustrating. I try my damnedest to be like as anal with the time as I humanly can be. I do my best, but also you got like the bassist is at the bar drinking his 14th beer, and the guitar player is outside trying to hook up with the 14th chick of the night, and the singer is the only one on stage, and the drummer is still setting up his kit. Like you know, come on, people. We need like a little bit of a regimented
Some
routine.
urgency, please.
A little bit. This costs money. This takes time. I got work in the morning, man. It's Sunday.
Yo, what about when certain bands like they bring in like their posse and then they just dip? Like the whole band, everyone leaves. Does that?
so annoying? It's so
I
frustrating.
don't mean to
when
make
they
this like
do
a
that.
hate fest, but like
No,
it's-
but like, no, we could discuss the etiquette, bro, because
Yeah.
it's so vital. It's so annoying when people do that. there's show etiquette. I understand you're there to see your band. I'm not asking your parents who are 65 to stay for the entire night when their kid is playing at 7. Yes. You know, that's okay. I understand. And I understand if people have like sense of urgency to leave, what have you. But if you're there and you're bringing half the people there or all the people there, one of two things should be the case. One, you should be playing later. That should be the first thing. But any good booker should know who's going to bring the people.
Right.
You know, that's the first thing. But the second thing is tell your fucking friends to stay for the whole fucking show.
Support other bands.
Yeah,
please.
the next band came from Missouri and they're like, hey, we're playing cricket, because no one's there. They're all going outside smoking weed.
I don't know. I don't remember if this was your show or this might have been one of John's.
Mm-hmm.
It might have been a golden hour.
Okay.
But I remember there was this band Lake Drive and Five Ever.
Not me.
Okay,
That's
so
John.
That was John.
Midriff was on that. No, it wasn't. No, I'm sorry. I was thinking of. Wait, who was on that bill? It was
Oh god.
Five Ever. Like I could see it. It's a pink flyer.
Yep.
This is my problem. Okay, before you go into this take, I have some weird autistic brain where I like know every flyer, know every show, every. This is a problem. I should not know all the things that I do. I shouldn't, but I'm like, yes, I could see it. The pink flyer with the white writing and there's staircases on it.
But this is your brain.
But this is how my brain operates.
No, this is your superpower, bro.
I know.
You're
Superpower.
You're the historian partly.
Historian.
You know?
Sounds more cool.
Yo, DIY gig historian, low key.
Yes. Praise be. Our Lord and Savior. Cam from Snow Dog.
But yeah, I was gonna say though, because like
Five Ever show. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so Vicious Summer played that show. I just felt so bad because those two bands came from like across the country, and nobody was there, and they were great.
Was Mary not on that bill?
Was Mary? I don't think so.
No.
I think they dropped or somebody dropped, and we came on the bill.
Oh, so they were on the bill at one point. See, I
we have to go back into our archives.
bro, I got the archive. I gotta dig into my mind palace.
There
in
you
here.
go. There you go, man.
It's like irritating.
But now that band's doing great, Lake Drive.
Lake Drive for
Lake
sure.
Drive's doing great. Yeah,
Lake Drive is such a great band.
I gotta check out
I have
this.
a funny story because like
Go.
I remember like I just got like these cameras and
Yeah.
just because like I felt so bad, I'm like I'll take a bunch of pictures of them. And I'm like, hey guys, here's a link. Here's a bunch of free photos. Use them however you want. Crickets. it's total. Not mad about it. Not bad about it at all. Just saying.
yeah. It's like they're free. Whatever. I don't care.
Yeah, just like I just felt bad. Y'all came out that far,
Bro, the
and-
Human Fade, yo, if you DM me on Human Faded and you're watching this and you're like, why haven't they responded to my DM? I'm so bad at responding to DMs.
Okay.
It's not even funny. The only one that I like try really hard to respond to is Snow Dog because most of the people that are DMing are looking to do a show. So I'm like, yeah. But like I get like Human Fade from like 3 weeks ago. It's like, hey, do you want to be a part of this show? I'm like, the show already happened. And they're like, yeah, we know because we DM'd you a month ago. And I'm like, oh, oops.
with Snow Dog, do you have certain plans on growing the community? Do you have bigger events you want to be doing?
We just did a festival.
Oh yes, I remember.
We just did a festival. That was the first like. So I'm taking a break for a few months.
Okay,
because
as you should.
I'm getting married.
Congratulations!
Thank you. So
Add a horn effect or something. Later.
explosion!
He's getting married.
Lasers!
Send the doves in.
Send the doves.
I want the doves found.
Anyways, continue, please.
So I'm taking a break for a few months, but the last show that I was doing, I was like, I want to go out with a bang. You know what I mean? So graciously, the legend himself, Chris Plugs, was like, yeah, just do a show in my backyard. And I was like, all right. And then like 3 shows happened at once, and all of them had to get moved. So I hit him up.
That's why Off the Rails got moved. Yeah.
I hit him up, And I said, hey, you know how I want to do a show this day? He's like, yeah. He's like, you know how you really love the scene? He's like, yeah. How much do you love the scene? And I was like, it's like 13 bands or something like that. He's like, cool, I'm down. And I'm like, are you sure? He's like, no, yeah, absolutely. I love your shows and stuff. I'm like, no. Chris, are you sure?
Keep bringing the mic in a little bit closer.
Are you sure
there we
about
go.
that?
Dramatic effect.
And he said, yeah. And I said, okay. And I did it. And a couple days later, he texted me. He's like, oh, you weren't kidding. And I was like, yeah, are you sure you still want to do this? He's like, no, I'm sure. He's like, damn. And there were like so many. We went from like 12 noon to like 8 at night. And I would love to do that. That show was so much fun. I would love to do that show again like next year.
Yes, please. More than happy to help out. By the way.
Oh, dude, please.
We will talk more about that later.
Later.
But yeah, I mean, I was so mad I missed that because the shout out homies Cinema Stare.
Cinema Stare.
Oh my god,
They
really,
were amazing.
they got so much better too.
Quinn is such a good front, like so awesome
Front person.
person. You saw I was trying to figure out the word.
Yeah.
Yeah, front person. But they're amazing. Seriously, like they're so good. And I got Career Day was the one that DM'd me and was like, hey, we're looking for a show on this day, which happened to be for the show that was going on. And he's like, could you put something together? And I was like, oh my God, I love both of these bands. I can't say no. So I'm like, yeah, sure.
Fuck.
Oh,
We'll figure it out.
How am I going to do this?
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
Fuck it, we ball.
Yeah. Fuck it, fuck it, we
Yeah,
ball.
fuck it, we
Fuck it, we
ball.
ball. Fuck it, we ball.
Nixon 5, you know?
Nixon 5. We're going back to back.
Yeah. I don't play sports. I watch a lot of sports. I don't play sports.
No, I don't play sports either.
I play music.
We hit string and do the thing.
I was in the marching band.
Wait, okay. Random segue. Isn't it so funny how so many bands have like just sports references, but none of them actually play sports?
Yes, I love that so much. And the best bands ever, they had that. I was briefly, and I mean like really briefly, in a band called Varsity League.
Yeah.
And that was the best band name ever. And I really wish we did something because that band name was so good.
Oh man.
Sometimes you got to look at a band name and you're like, they're gonna make it.
You have to, you just got to.
And they never
it.
do.
How about this? Here's an idea. You're gonna take that name, if it's okay with the guys you did it with beforehand. You're gonna find a super group of LI people, and then just start a super band, a Long Island-based super band called that Varsity League.
What's the best band name you could think of in the scene?
The best band name in the scene.
Yes.
I'm being so biased right now, but honestly, I think Jam Poetry is just such a funny name.
Jam Poetry is. So,
I just love it.
It took me way too long to realize it was slam poetry.
Brother.
Okay, listen.
No.
Listen.
You're being put on blast.
No, dude, listen. I have no excuse.
I just remember, how are we doing? Okay. So quickly, I was going to say, I just thought, damn, I lost my thought.
Oh man.
Damn.
Sam, what's your favorite band name in the scene?
Oh damn. I think Ringside Tonic is like a really interesting
Ringside Tonic.
name.
Ringside Tonic.
Hold on, switch. Let me take care of the cameras.
Swap out.
time we got.
Bro, this is like Mortal Kombat or like one of those Street Fighter games where like once your character dies, you have to then swap out.
Yes.
No, I mean actually, I think it's really cool. I've always been dying for Alex to come in.
It's good. You got to do that.
Because he's part of the face. He has his own little bear guy. So
Yeah.
I want people to recognize.
Oh yeah, that's a
him.
nice little hat you got there.
This is merchandise. You can go to the link in bio and you
Wow.
can see emotional support music. We got
Wow.
our own little merchandise store. The first ever purchase was from me for this hat.
Let me see
But
that.
that's dedication. Does Cam endorse? Cam endorses. In fact, fuck it. The hat's yours. That's yours. That's your hat. That's your hat. We're gonna.
Man, you got a small head, bro.
You can adjust it.
Actually, you don't have a small head. I have a massive head.
No, it's adjustable. That's
adjustable.
how great. It's not one size fits all, folks. You can get all. That's yours.
This is
dead serious.
bro.
The second it ends, yo, can I have the hat back? Yeah, I
Yes.
mean, I love everything you do. Do we have to take a quick break?
Yeah, we're gonna take a quick break.
We're gonna take a quick break.
We spoke about this on the break, but we thought that this was a very titillating conversation to have about the attitudes of some young bands and some bands that might give off the impression or have the kind of feeling that they are bigger than where they really are. A lack of humbleness. Do you feel that coming from some bands?
Lack of humility.
Yes.
Not all. Ooh, we touch feet.
It's getting real cute in here. You know, we need a third camera just for our feet.
Just for the feet. No, they got to pay extra for that.
They got to pay extra for that.
sure, for
It's
sure.
going to be on the Patreon.
Honestly, I would say 98% of the bands certainly have humility. You know, like
I would say the majority do.
yeah, they're all very, you know, just they know that it's a local show and they are just playing for the love of playing, you know, and no one ever thinks that they're too big for their britches, as my grandmother would say. They all are like they want to put on the best show that they possibly can. They put their 100% into it. They promote the shows. They do everything that they are supposed to do as best as they possibly can. You know, I'm not expecting for like the world from them, but they do whatever they can and then some most often of the time. There are some, you know, there's like the occasional.
What are the telltale signs of a band that is too big for their britches?
You
You don't have to name them
I won't.
because they know.
No, I will. Vicious Summer. No.
Worst band.
the worst band that ever existed.
Over
I don't
1,000
like
followers, and they think they're
The
good.
Vicious Summers, they're a liberal lie.
Liberal.
Liberal lie. They're losers.
We losers, absolutely losers.
Believe me, everybody's saying it. What was the question?
They think they're this. They're actually this. Actually, more like this.
Every white guy has a great Trump
Every
impression.
white guy, any white guy worth their salt has a fantastic Trump impression. I don't know where it came from. I don't know, but I'm keeping it. And then when he's no longer president, it won't be as funny.
You know who has a great Trump impression?
Who?
Dom.
Dom.
Dom Accardo from South
again.
Fuse and Homesick.
And
He has
I work
the
on mine,
best
bro.
impression.
I wake up every morning and I'm like, I'm him.
He has this amazing impression of him, and his whole thing is he talks about for some fucking
Oh, yeah?
reason. Do you know this story?
No, I just
He
want to know.
talks about Kenny from the Meat Bees.
That's hilarious.
And he's like, Kenny from the Meat Bees. I love Kenny. He's the greatest. Kenny, I love Kenny. He's the best meat bee. Believe me, everybody's saying it. I don't know why. I think it was because they were playing that festival
Yep.
at Stereo Garden, and he was just doing it all day, and he's been doing it ever since.
That's so funny. Kenny from the Meat Bees.
Kenny from the Meat Bees.
And a lot of people have said it. They're not saying it enough. Absolutely incredible.
Other
band.
Meat Bees, losers.
Other bands named the Meat Bees. Other Meat Bees. Other bees. Fuck the bees.
I'm gonna beat my me's.
I'm gonna beat my me's. I don't care about the bees. The pollination. Honestly, they come second. There is no better meat or bee that comes close to Kenny. Not one, not two, not three. The Kenny Meat Bee. Oh my God.
What was the question?
The question was, what is he's coming on the podcast soon? It's so funny. So telltale like signs of a band that's too big for their britches.
People that just come in and they ask a lot of like silly questions, like, "Where's all the people?"
Oh, come on, bro.
And I'm like, "It's your job," and it's like, "Why didn't you get more people here?" I'm like, "Why didn't you get more people here?"
I'd be like, yo, you got an Instagram? And then they'd be like, yeah, of course we have an Instagram. We have 200 followers. And you'd be like, remember when we asked you to collaborate on the poster?
I have like crazy, strange pet peeves, but they're not even like. Most of them are understandable, with the exception of like the touring bands who put their tour flyer and all like the individual flyers on it. That's fine. You're not going to collaborate on it. That's fine. you know, when people don't add themselves to the collaboration flyer, unless the flyer is dog shit,
Hide it from your main page.
Hide it from your main-
hide it from your main page. Like, people are crazy.
I mean, you know, I
need to curate my profile. My profile needs to be immaculate.
And I'm like,
shut up.
And
yo.
I'm like, I get it. Sometimes
I don't.
That's why it's like I try to. Like,
I don't get it.
I don't know. You know,
I used to get it. I used
Sometimes
to
I get it.
understand. I don't anymore.
I don't know. Like, I'm trying to think, like, the telltales, like, people who don't promote the show at all, that bothers me because it's like the point, like, at least try. You know, try. Yeah, I'm not asking you to post about it every single day. I'm not asking you to post about it every single week. You know, I'm just asking you to post about it a time or two or three or something. Be like,
Tell your
hey,
mom, bro.
Tell your mom.
Tell your
Bring
mom.
people. You know, like,
Whisper
if you can.
it into your dog's ear.
Yeah, I used to have like this fear of inviting people to my shows because I didn't want to sound so like needy.
I know it's tough, and I don't, you know, unless it's a huge show or it's a bigger show, then, you know, I will reach out because then it becomes we play so many shows as a band, but you have followers and they're following because they like you or they're friends with you or something, and they're going to see it. And
I mean, if it gets to a certain point and if the bill is stacked enough, oftentimes if you know you don't have to ask people, you just know. Like,
Yeah,
there's certain bills like that bill that we did with your guys' band. None of y'all had to ask anyone, but you all still did because the bill was stacked. You know, it was a good bill. It was a bill like I would go to that. 120% would go to that.
for sure.
So
Like,
certainly that's like that helps.
there are ways to know. Like, if we're playing with Moose Creek, I don't gotta invite anybody, bro.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fine. We're gonna be just fine. VFW, Moose
yeah,
Creek
if
with
we're
Jam Poetry.
if we're opening for Drug Church and Basement, I'm still gonna ask people to come because
I'm gonna
I'm
tell
like, you're
people.
never going to see this ever
Yeah,
again.
dude, if like Inner Love, Moose Creek Park, and Jam Poetry are playing and then we're 1st, bro, I'm not lifting a finger. I would collaborate.
You
on
still
the-
should.
I
It's
will,
good
I will,
etiquette.
I will.
It's good
It's
etiquette.
good etiquette. But
Yeah,
like,
that's
you
how you get
already
added to the bill.
know.
There was
You
the oh my god!
already
I remember
know.
there was a time when we opened for Park National and Inner Love, and I was like, "We made it."
You made it.
I was like, "We
Yeah,
made it." It's
we
like
made
that's it. Cool. I can die happy.
Yeah,
You know,
facts.
and it was in Brooklyn, and
That's
there
awesome.
wasn't a whole lot of people, but I still felt like I was on top of the
It
world.
doesn't even matter.
I still
man.
felt I was like I'm opening for two of my favorite bands ever.
Our first big show ever, which was probably around literally 7 years ago, which was opening for Kurt Travis, who used to be in Dance Gavin Dance, who used to be, yeah, Kurt Travis. And he was doing his solo stuff, and that was like, I was like, guys, we have to be on the show. We have to be on it. And we played it, and it was really fun. I think more for me than anyone else in the band because I knew who Kurt Travis was.
I feel like I'm still craving like my big show. You know what I mean? Like I'm still and I think
gonna
that's
happen.
just like me being discontent. You know, and
you
always.
should never be content.
I know, but like,
Why would you?
yeah, but there's like a
What happens after you're content?
exactly. You never want to grow from that. But
I'm
like,
not happy.
I've
I
played-
hate myself. No, okay. Just say, whoa,
I
wait.
played some kick-ass shit. Like opening for Family Dinner was like the first time we ever played a sold-out show, and we were like, "Huh, wow."
Before every show, you should feel nervous because you should care, and then after every show, you should say, "That was awesome." Mm-hmm. How do we get bigger from there? How do we? Should always be plotting and scheming. The biggest death. I mean, it's so funny because talking about what I've seen from Ed Sheeran, he had a very interesting take. He's like, it became weird after a certain point because I've done it all. I've been on the billboards. I've played the
Good for you,
biggest-
Ed.
the biggest headlines, but he said it in a way where it was like I like Ed because Ed like
I like him too.
He's a
He's
real.
got
It
good
was a real
music.
take.
Yeah.
Like, what
I
do you
mean,
do
dude
now?
came
What do you
from
do now? What do you do?
poverty. Now
Bro, what?
he's-
Yeah, but like it is true. What do you do now? But the things that we're
Take
at,
over the world.
Take over the world. I mean, like literally.
Take
yeah,
over the world. You could
run
you
for
could-
office.
Yeah.
Ed Sheeran for office. I don't know. I'm a little nervous this year, guys.
There's too much orange here.
There's too much
Too much
orange.
orange. Too much. we need to move on.
No, that's perfectly fine.
we need
So
to
honestly,
distance ourselves
from the Ed Sheeran scene,
from Ed Sheeran.
I have a couple little points I wanted to hit on before I let you leave the dungeon. When,
me all the
When
points.
do you think it started? And how do you feel about the rise of Midwest emo in Long Island?
It's on Long Island.
It is Long Island. It's not even Midwest. It's Long Island,
Long Island.
West emo, but East.
Long Island emo has such a rich history. Like we said before, how I'm the historian,
of the-
if you will. From like the 80s and 90s hardcore scene transitioning into the early 2000s Long Island or tri-state bands. You know, you had your Taking Back Sunday, your Glassjaw, Saves the Day, MCR. I know they're from Jersey, but tri-state. You know, and then into the 2010s, you had the fourth wave. You had bands like Oso Oso and Max Seal coming out of Long Island to now. DIY is having like this big resurgence on the Long Island scene in a way that hasn't been seen probably since Y2K. And it's so rich and so fascinating and important. I think that Long Island emo is slept on. I really think that when people think Midwest emo, they think of, okay, 90s Illinois. They think of Urbana. For the, I don't know, 2010s, they think of Philly, bands like Modern Baseball and Title Fight and all that. No one, and now it's like, it feels like it's everywhere, which is great. It's awesome, but it feels like the Long Island scene, it's not that we get a bad rap. We get a good rap, but I feel like we should be like, put at like a higher level because there's so much good content coming out of or content. Wow, that was the Freudian slip. That was the Freudian slip.
So much good content.
There's so much good art and music coming out of Long Island, and you know, not just the boroughs and not just the city. And it's slept on, you know, like, and more people need to, you know, really take a deep dive through all of it. I just started getting into hardcore like last year or the year before. And that also has a massive, rich history with so many bands in hardcore. I mean, Silent Majority, and I guess Gorilla Biscuits are New York hardcore, but all those bands, you know, are pivotal. You know, and Capital is another awesome Long Island band. There's so many, and
It's only getting bigger.
people need to like delve
Appreciate it.
into it a
And
little bit more.
appreciate it.
Yeah, especially now because you can go see those bands. A lot of the older bands are coming back, and a lot of the newer bands are showing up, and there's always a place to see them. You just gotta look. That's why I hate when people say, "Oh, there's no good music anymore. Everything is saturated. Everything sounds the same. Everything's been done. Everything's boring. It's the same bullshit on the radio." Who's listening to the radio?
Who's listening to the radio?
Who's listening to the
I do
radio?
get mad when people say that. I wanted to say, what if you had one specific piece of advice, and this specific piece of advice went out to absolutely every single band that you've either worked with or are adjacent, or they're on the entire scene, or they're across America, Bangladesh, everywhere. What's like the number one thing as like a big booking guy that you would give them as a tip to be a successful band?
Please wear deodorant. Please. You stink. No, I'm dead as. Do you
That
know
will
how
affect the
many
way
bands
yeah.
I've met that smell? Like, I get it. You're sweaty
That's
in a
the
bus.
best take.
Wear deodorant. Dude, I
wear cologne on
I don't
stage.
care. It's like I'm washing with my crystal. Bro, you're washing with rocks you found on the sand. Go, wear deodorant. There's natural deodorants. Please, you smell. It's affecting me. I'm sensitive.
I feel like I'm at a Pokemon trading card competition.
I've been to Pokemon trading card competitions that don't smell like hot as like they do with some
I
of
get
these
it, you're gonna
bands.
sweat, but prepare for
You
that.
stink.
You've played a million
You
shows. You know you're gonna smell like
stink.
shit.
Your music's great. Your body odor is bad.
They can't smell me past through the camera.
Oh my god,
That's
it's
so-
abysmal. But a real answer.
Oh, I thought that I Loki was gonna take that. I thought that was fine. That was so.
I mean,
that was
that's
real.
true. But honestly, like people just. What was the question?
If you had to give one piece
Oh
of
yeah,
advice,
yeah. If I had to get like one piece of advice for musicians, like play music that you want to hear.
facts,
Now, don't play music and record it and be like, all right, that's good enough.
facts.
Play music that like if you heard it like on the radio on
The good music,
whatever medium you listen
to.
to music, you would listen to this band. You would follow this band. You would all that. That should be because that the way I look at it is I know I'm not the only person who likes a thing. You know, I'm not the only person that likes Rush. I'm not.
I thought you were.
Other people, yeah, right. Sometimes I know that there's other people like that. So if I listen to a piece of music and I like it, there's no way because there's other people who have similar likes like I do. There's no way I'm the only person that likes this, and I'm not just gonna say it to you. So that should be what you're looking at because if you play that kind of music and you're really enjoying the music and you like it, it becomes more fun and it's noticeable. Like your energy goes up. You should be more energetic at shows. Don't be afraid to talk to people. That's another piece of advice. Don't be afraid to like have your
I
voice.
hate that because then they come
be
off
heard.
as the amount of shows where I've even recently, I'm not gonna name, like going up to people and then they pretend like you are an ant.
Yeah, it's like people you come across as like standoffish. That's one thing. I can understand you being very shy and introverted. I have an advantage because I'm pretty extroverted, but I have severe social anxiety. You know,
Wild.
But it's like, yeah, a lot of people are like, wow, he's like crazy all at shows and stuff like that. I'm like, yeah, because I want people to like me so much.
I have to protect my voice at shows though, so like it can be hard. I have a hat that I'm waiting to wear, but I feel like it's a little rude that just says I'm on vocal rest. But like I love talking. What I do is I say if you want to, I say if you want to talk to me, and I did this at our last show. I was like, can we go like away from the music a little bit because I can't speak over it.
I remember the day that I was at a rehearsal and I was like, I need to rest my voice. And I said the words out loud and I went, oh, I sound like a grandpa.
No, it's true though.
No, but like I felt like
physiologically,
I know, but I like felt like
your instrument is a part of your
it's
body.
Like I need to
No, but
rest
your
my
instrument, you
voice.
only have so much stamina.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna get into it because I'm a huge vocal nerd, so like I can get into it. I don't think it's an old person thing. Like my knees are buckling. I think it's like I think it legitimately is something that I could go into it for hours, so I'm not going to do it. But like getting into like vocal technique and everything for like any artist and like taking the time to understand that it's important. There is. Think of it like a gas tank, and then like every day, the way that you treat it, people have gotten really confused to me because it looks like I'm blowing a vape, but really it's like a nebulizer and stuff like that. So like,
Oh
It's-
yeah,
yeah, so
I've
like-
seen that. Yeah.
so I mean, it's okay. Some people don't have to put all the care into the world into their voice, and that's like perfectly fine because some people just naturally are like that. But some people like who are more maybe like victim of allergies and stuff like that. Or for me, I've been taking control of my acid reflux. So like there are so many things that I could give a million tips
I
to
see that.
singing. But I'm holding myself back. But
it's like me with the DIY
yeah,
historian
exactly,
bullshit.
exactly. I
It's like
think-
I could go on and tell you the history of every music
shows
venue that has
suffer.
ever showed on Long Island, and I could tell you about the Brooklyn Zoo.
And it's perfect-
And I
yeah.
could tell you
The
about
Brooklyn Zoo.
I could tell you about the Crazy Donkey and all this stuff that I've never even been to Revolution. Like
What?
I know, and that's me. And like
But I know.
I have all of this like stupid knowledge because I'm just so fascinated by it. There's a couple Instagram pages that put on like they have archives of old Long Island DIY flyers.
That's crazy.
And I'm so fascinated by them because a lot of them have like, not everybody had a phone or a GPS. So they would have the directions on there. And it's like, and if you're looking for like where
It's across the street.
if you still can't figure it out, AIM message this account.
You're gonna have to
And I'm
show
like,
me that afterwards.
that's so cool.
You're gonna have to show me that afterwards.
Yeah,
That's
it's
pretty
so
sick.
awesome. There's this one, I think it's like Flyer Archives LI. It's like, and you go through the list and you're like, oh, the opening act is Taking Back Sunday.
Nah, that's wild.
Or the opening act is From Autumn to Ashes. Or the opening act is insert band that is
That's so
currently taking
cool.
over the world right now.
Yeah, like now, yeah.
It's-
'Cause
it's-
every band is getting their awesome research.
It's so awesome. You
A
ever
lot
hear the
of bands.
stories of how My Chemical Romance was like the worst opener ever?
Actually, no, I never heard about
Yeah,
this.
so it's like apparently they were like really nice, but their band was just ass in like their early stages, and
I
people
mean, yeah.
people used to be like
There's
dogging
videos.
on them so bad. So just goes to show, like bands can grow.
I just paid so much money to see them, and I'm seeing them next month.
That's awesome.
So it's like, and I've seen them.
I've been debating shelling it out because I've spent an exuberant amount of money.
They got me into music. MCR and Gerard Way are like the reasons why I became a musician.
yeah,
Yeah,
like
100%.
I mean Oasis was that for me. So
Oh,
when
wow.
I went to go see,
That's hilarious that you play in Human Fate.
Yeah, when I was
and
going to
Oasis is
see-
your, no one would believe that shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm really big into the Beatles. And
yeah, my favorite band is Rush. I play music that sounds nothing like Rush. I listen to no other bands that sound like Rush. It doesn't make any sense that I'm a Rush fan. It really doesn't.
it shouldn't be.
It shouldn't be, but I am such a huge fan of them. Like, probably I would say the music that I listen to is like grunge or like modern bands that are in the grunge gazy
Grunge gauge.
grunge gaze.
Grunge for that.
Yeah, sure.
I wanted to lean towards the end of this because we've had an incredible conversation, and I'm even going to give Alex a chance too, which I believe he will. And I'm getting a random collect call. Actually, I know what that's about, and I'm not picking it up. To move over my 401k, like some stupid.
You're old.
I'm old. I'm 27.
Oh,
I could have to-
shit. You're
Oh
not
yeah,
old.
man. I'm not old, but I'm pushing 30. I wanted to
Barely,
I
all
wanted to enter the Glaze section and say thank you for everything that you've done for the Long Island community, because it's there's not enough people, and we said this to Sweet 208 too, because we feel the same way about them, and we would say the same thing to Golden Hour. You do it because you love it, and that's become evident from this interview, but it's very selfless. And it's very selfless, and you really care, and you clearly have a huge knowledge of everything that's going on, and you just want everyone to improve and get better, and you want to cultivate a scene. And I gotta tell you, when you build a community around yourself like that, I would say 1 out of every 10 people, no, 1 out of every like 15 people are the kind of people, and I know a couple people, and it's very rare, that are able to cultivate a community around themselves in such a strong way. And it's not easy, and you have to have the stamina, and you have to have the personality for it, and you have to have the love for it, which you've clearly shown you have. And I wanted to give you your flowers for that, because I'm sure people have probably told you privately, but the Long Island scene wouldn't be the same as it is without bookers like Snow Dog, bookers like Sweet 208, bookers like Golden Hour. And
Ballpark,
there was a lull in the scene pre-COVID, I feel like, where, and even past COVID, where everything was weird. You were either playing Shakers or Rand's Pub or pay to play everywhere. And then, it was just always people sending their their shows and asking for ticket money, where I feel like you, speaking about the youth, speaking about these new bands, kind of being like, yo, you can play, and it's like, wait, but how many tickets do we have to sell? It's like, dude, I mean, just promote it. And I think that that's beautiful, because when we started our band, we didn't have the kinds of bookers like you or Sweet 208 or Golden Hour that were willing to be like, nah, like, just like, please promote it, $10, $15 at the door, and like, go. But like, that's huge. That's huge, and that's a big shift that I don't think a lot of people realize, is that before the Long Island scene was like, give me all your money.
Yeah, they were very money hungry.
And we spoke about that.
Yeah, I mean, one thing I will say, and I really appreciate that. Thank you. You know, I didn't build a community. I didn't have an intention of building a community or anything.
You're magnetic, though.
I just joined one, and it's like wanted to be a part of something. You know, like, I didn't have intention to start anything, and I don't claim to say that I really started anything. I just book shows, really, and people are like, well, you're doing this and you're doing that. I'm like, yeah, but really anybody can do this.
You're one of the top 5 people that we wanted on this podcast when we started it.
Aw, I appreciate that.
And for some reason we've had pretty good success. We had Sweet 208 is also on that top 5.
My boys.
They were on before. We had a great conversation, and yeah, I mean, you guys are doing the Lord's work, my man.
Yeah, we're doing something right, because people are showing up to
People are
this.
showing up. And again, you even said, if you're in this for the money, like, don't even think about, like, that's the dumbest thing ever. But
Yeah.
like, everyone's trying to get their money. And, you know, and the fact that you even said that your own band is on the back burner because you're trying to hoist
Yeah.
up other people's dreams,
Yeah.
like, that's huge.
Yeah,
man.
I mean, like, I don't really like, if my band made it, that would be great. But like,
That'd be cool.
You know, there's so much good talent out there, and there's so many people that just, unfortunately, will settle. Yeah. And there's not enough people who will just throw their everything into it. Rightfully so. They got jobs, they got lives, some of them got families. They really have the potential of making it. And I can name like 20 bands right now that 110% could, you know. Yeah. But there's just,
But if you do, then they're gonna be like, damn.
yeah, like they can, like, I could tell these people right now, you need to tour like yesterday. Like, you need to get on the road, and if you devoted your
feel
everything
how much
into
you
it.
care, just like oozing out of every pore of your skin. You want everyone to succeed. It's like, you can't make
That means more to me than anything. If I can watch one of my friends' bands make it, then
you can't put me down because I want you to
I would
win
feel
too.
amazing.
That's how I feel about you. You can't put me down because I want you to win too.
yeah, because like that would just be the greatest thing ever, you know, like watching guys like Inner Love tour, you know, Moose is always on tour, watching dudes like Waver and play that festival in Connecticut. Things Left Unsaid just played a festival somewhere, you know. Park National, I went to go see them at a festival in Boston, and the headliner was Sunny Day Real Estate, and I'm like, yes, this is what needs to happen. And I wish all of my friends' bands could do that. I hope all, like when Cannon Fodder opened for Somerset Thrower and Love Cry, I was like, yes, that's the thing that needs to
And
happen.
I feel like you have a hand in that with all these bands because you're pushing them out to like audiences. And with every, you know, way that you move around the bill, and then new bands and new people and new fans and new friends come, they are now in the zeitgeist of the scene. And I think that's super cool.
I mean, I just do what I can, you know, like I'm not
'Cause you love
I'm
them.
not responsible for that, you know, like that.
Not
They put
entirely
in the effort, you know?
responsible, but you'd be lying if you weren't to say that you were a percentage. I would say because you book so often, you book so many people, you're a percentage of a. I'm not gonna name whatever the percentage is because it depends on each band, but you are a percentage of because you get people in front of people, and that is what's important. That's
Yes,
the
more
first step.
people need to do that.
Yeah. Please, there's too many shows for me to book.
Please.
I'm tired.
Please. I'm
But after your
exhausted.
hiatus, when you get married, which is beautiful,
Yes.
do you have plans on how you're going to come back bigger, better than ever, or are you just going to keep it going, keep the train going strong?
Yes.
Yes. That's the best. That's honestly fair. I'd rather you say yes than no.
I have already booked shows out. I won't say when.
Okay. Fantastic.
I am having a terrible time taking a break because I'm
biggest
still
things
like,
coming.
I still need to book shows. I still need to book shows for, I won't say when, but it'll be a few months.
the biggest.
There'll be a couple.
The biggest things are coming.
Oh, big things coming. Call me big things.
Call me big things
'Cause
because I'm coming. I'm keeping that one. If I got the last one, I'm keeping that one. And
Alex!
I think my Alex. I think my absolute last question would be: do you ever see yourself in the future having a Snow Dog venue?
Yeah, I do. Honestly,
Clip it. Hold him to this.
no, I do. My dream, if I ever had one, my secret dream, I would love to have a venue. I know where I would put it. I know what I would do with it. I know how I would want it executed, all that. I would kill to have my own place because there aren't enough. And there aren't enough that are in proper places. They're not near train stations. They're not accessible to people. They're not on Long Island. They're not anywhere. And they're all, washing away with the ashes of Revolution and Crazy Donkey and, what was that other one? East something. I forget the name of it. But and they were all always further out west. You could only play Massive Peak with VFW, which I love. So
many
long.
times,
So
yeah.
many times before, it makes all the other VFWs and realizes, hey, this is fucking crazy.
Hey.
We need to stop.
This is
There
It's,
are no shows in Nassau, by the way. There's barely any shows.
yeah, because
here?
Suffolk had a resurgence. Suffolk had a resurgence. It was pretty crazy, which was nice. But it's hard for the out-of-staters to drive all the way through Suffolk County because it's a hike,
we could go on for another trillion hours, and I know for sure. And I'm gonna be really excited because if you keep going at the rate that you're going, and based off the gusto and the moxie that you've presented to me, I'm throwing out all the
Ooh.
crazy syllables, and that wasn't a syllable.
Synonyms.
Synonyms. Cut the part where I sounded stupid. Me.
Don't cut that. Don't
Keep
cut
it.
that.
It's staying in
Clip
now.
it.
Clip it.
Clip it.
I
dare
I
you.
see you having a venue. I see that. If you keep going the way you are, it's gonna be it's
Snow Dog
100%
venue.
Is the Snow
Snow
Dog
Dog venue.
The snow, what would you name it?
Tracy's after my mom.
Oh, damn, bro. That's beautiful.
Probably.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
I've always been torn between that and the Limelight. That's
oh,
a
true,
Rush
because
song.
Rush have two names and confuse the entire marketplace. Make it. My last question for you is: what is your emotional support album or song that you go to when you're feeling rough?
Oh man, there's so many.
The one that you know that's like.
Shit, that's a good question. I do need a lot of emotional support. I'm gonna say the first one that came to my mind actually was Diary by Sunny Day Real Estate. That's one of my all-time favorite. I mean, I have that album tattooed.
Oh wow!
It's literally just front to back,
It's a part of the
pure
real estate of your body.
emotional excellence.
That's awesome.
It's so beautiful. I was between that and the other album that I was thinking of was what's that Turnover album called? Oh my God. Peripheral Vision.
Oh,
And that's the album that I listen to when I need to relax. Oh, yeah. That's the album that I listen to when I need to calm down, whenever I'm having panic issues or there's a big job interview or whatever. I just put that on, I sit in my car and I just take me where you... Copyright.
absolutely copyright.
Copyright.
Dude, you just ruined the entire thing. No, that's awesome.
Fuck your podcast.
Yeah, fuck. Fuck my podcast.
Fuck your stupid fucking podcast.
I hate myself. This sucks.
Yeah.
Well, we've had an incredible time talking to you. This is going to be a bitch to edit because we've had so much.
I know.
We've had so much. No, don't say sorry because
he died.
anyway, thank you so much for coming by. We appreciate you. Oh my God. Thank you.
Yeah.
This has been this has been another wonderful day. Thank you, Snow Dog Collective, for being here. Bye.